So, as I was talking about David Okewo, who has really done a good work and also contributed to what we have today. And I also said something that he's a dynamic director, he's a good director, rather, he's a very good director who knows what he wanted. David Okewo contributed, in fact, to the glory of God till date. You can hardly talk about a Christian film director or director without not mention David Okewo. At the very early stage, he happened to be one of the futuristic people who has a prospect at that time, serious prospect to become what he is today. At the very beginning, he had a passion, serious passion for excellence, Now, let me quickly go a bit until another person I want to mention again. I'm only mentioning out of those three. I'm only mentioning David Okewo. Another person I want to mention again is Elijah. Anyofeoluwa did a wonderful job at the time he started. He started in the church and we met them in the 70s, thereabout, in 60s. We met them in the Christ Apostolic Church, Agbala Itura. He's still a member till date, and he has a passion. He saw the way people are doing drama, but his own major calling is actually children. He has a children ministry. That is his own major calling. He has a children ministry. But when he saw the drama thing, he said, okay, let's see how our drama people can actually, the children love drama, how we can use drama in the ministry of children. So he went into it and he became part of the drama and later joined the Mount Zion in featuring their films and all that to really know how to use the drama. And he has done quite a number of works and that time as early. In fact, he was one of the people, he's one of the power, in fact, let me say the number one person to be known in the research who did children video drama at that time. He did video drama at that time, and it was awesome. It was so great. It was so powerful that many people at that time, he was talking about Kosi Editi Olorun, but that is, there is no language God does not hear. In that video, you will see Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel is the title, and it was so much. There are so many people at that time from Baptist, but he couldn't remember exact Baptist, who were doing drama early time of the stage of the age and all that. And he really did a lot of work among the children even till date. And can I tell you, this man, by next year it will be 30 years in ministry, the ministry of children, one of the consistent children ministry ministers that stayed on the calling, and he uses drama as part of. And I have to mention some of those people because they were using drama. They are gathering children to do drama at that early stage. And he said, and I quote, "Say children at that time also they like drama even more than adult self. They love drama in adult self." And their ministry started in 1987, and by next year, February, it will be 30 years. So I've also covered that one to really this morning to really talk about things. Let me quickly give us few things. Let me quickly give us few things. Give us few things to wrap it up this morning. Let me give us few things to wrap it up this morning, and just few things, not too much, just few things to this morning. And that's one of the things about the history. I discover history is sweet. And let me quickly say something, because everybody know Bamiloye, or many people know about Mount Zion Faith Ministry, does not make it that Mount Zion is the first Christian drama in Nigeria. No, it does not. It does not. Because the Lord has used them tremendously, and they have done a lot of great things and mighty things that a lot of people think they are the only one in Nigeria, or they were the one that started that in Nigeria. No, that's not true. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. And remember, I told us and I promised us I'm serving 3 people to talk about them towards the end. So because deliberately, I want to do that for them deliberately. Now, let me quickly give you something that you can take home this morning. I discovered that a lot of things were coming up. Serious things were coming up to bring about a turning point on this history. A lot of people now showed more interest. I say, wow. So there are some things you people have bottled up in your heart that you didn't even tell anybody, but now you want to say it out. That's good, because somebody is ready to take the bull by the horn. Somebody is ready to take the bull by the horn. So now, one of the things I want to mention this morning are people. How many of you know about the Apostolic Church? The Apostolic Church also contributed powerfully about drama. How many of you know about Assemblies of God Nigeria? In the 1950s, Foursquare Gospel Church, RCCG, they also did wonderful works at that time. In fact, by the grace of God, we're still going to be having some soundbite of some people that we're going to do something, and we're going to have it done. So, at that time, the history of Christian drama was so large, and I must confess something. I discovered that even as I was doing the research, thank God I was not depending on what I've seen from the books, from the research, from the internet. Thank God these people, many of them are alive. As I've said, many of them are alive. So I had to contact them. I had to call them. I had to ask them, okay, what happens to so thing? There is a phrase you use in your book that is not clear. And many of them have to explain, okay, this is it. Oh, I forgot. I would have mentioned this. I would have mentioned that, and that's what brought a turning point. And like I told us, in the east, in the south, in the middle belt, everywhere, drama was really, really raining. Drama was really, really moving. Drama was awesome at that time. And a lot of people do know that African Christians have history. We African Christians, we drama ministers have history. I want to tell you that in Anglican, there was a revival of fire. In Methodist, there was a revival of fire. I mentioned yesterday in Catholic, there was a revival of fire of what we have today. And in 1902, to remind us again, in 1902, there was this, I mentioned about this King Elejibo and Princess Abeje of Katangora. And I told us that it took place in the schoolroom of Bethel African Church. Now, what year? 1902. It was jointly sponsored by Bethel African Church and St. Jude Anglican Church. Ugunde was a teacher and also church organist that started it at that time. And one of the things is that our indigenous coloration and our own drama brings about good things. And I'm also want to say something to every African Nigerian watching me, anywhere you are. Let's tell our own rich culture. Let's sell it out. Let's talk about it. Let people know that we have culture that is deep and deep and deep. We are storytellers. We are the king of storytelling. I must confess, Africans are the king of storytelling. Nigerians are the king of storytelling, because virtually all of us have gone through storytelling at a particular time. Nothing nobody will say, even before the nursery rhymes and everything, there are so many things. Allah, those things are wonderful things that history has revealed a lot of things. And at that time also, we have African independent churches, AIC, and that they were free to worship God without Kumba dictate the missionaries at biblical, and the missionaries gave them the biblical support. Okay, this is what we do, this is what we can do. And the revival was everywhere, in Owerri, in Port Harcourt, in so many places, in Onisha. Onisha was, in fact, before it became what it is today, Onisha was a very good place. And you know, in 1980, there was this same economy recession in Nigeria. The economy recession in Nigeria, it paved the wave. It paved the wave. In fact, it brought the new wave of Pentecostal churches into significance in many ways till today. And that is why today, I must confess to you, this same economy recession is an opportunity for us to tell a story. It's an opportunity to tell our story. Because in 1980, in about some years a way back, we also had people passing through the same problem. And I told us the history must be said. The history must be documented. And you know, you remember the likes of Pastor Archbishop Benson Daoza, late Archbishop Benson Daoza. You remember Pastor Ayo, who is still alive. And these are people that brought about the PFN, and they were part of the people that they really were moving the PFM. Do you know, in deeper life, there is a drama? Many of you don't know that. Okay, I know that. There is a drama. There is a fresh fire of drama. They just gather themselves and they do the drama. And how many of you know about Disa? That used to follow Baba Salah. Yeah, he was a pastor in deeper life. I love you. Yeah, that's it. You know, we also have the Living Faith later. We have a Living Faith where they have a Joyce Company. We have the Joyce Company, and we have MFM. These are part of the things. MFM is 25 years now. So you can imagine what I'm talking about, of people in the 90s and thereabout who has done something. We have a chosen charismatic revival church, renewal church. These are people. We have Glory Tabernacle. We have those the people who supported. But tomorrow I'll be mentioning a lot of names by the grace of God. Tomorrow I'm going to be mentioning a lot of names. But drama or theatrical performance in the church as the main line in churches evangelism. They use it for churches evangelism to bring about the soul. And until mid-70s, that some Pentecostal churches made a decision to allow drama. In fact, some churches really against it. Some churches really stop drama. They don't want it. They do everything. So some churches in mid-70s, they introduced it as a tool of the mode of evangelism. And they were quick to, in fact, many of them were like, okay. Unfortunately, many of them who allow people to do the drama, many of them in the churches were quick to join the secular people. They went to secular drama because they say, what is Christian drama? And they're just putting Christian everything. You know, they just want to put something. Maybe their performance is not central on Christ, Jare. Well, and they are forgotten. And this is another thing I'm adding to this morning. I'm just add this one now. They have forgotten that if you want to enjoy the history, if you want to enjoy this thing, if you want to enjoy drama, or even if I'm saying in this story, if I'm not putting it in the dramatic way, do you know some of us may not get some things I'm saying? Some of us may be wondering, what is he saying? But I have to put it in a dramatic way. I have to make it lively so that you can get it. But can you picture this thing? That how can we be doing only Christian drama and nothing about issues of life, vices around us, things that people face? Are you getting me? So none of them are like, So I started earlier, in mid-70 to 1980. You know, I told us in the 80s in Nigeria, there were a lot of things. I told us that there was an economic meltdown, there's economic downturn, a lot of things happened, and the Pentecostal came, the prosperity preaching came. Wow. And you know, it throws some people off balance where it makes some people to be better. And that's one thing about revival. When I'm talking about this history now, some people will be happy that, oh, I remember. How many of you remember Ashorobaja? I can't remember that. I can't believe myself that I can remember the title. Why some other people are struggling with the title, I say, Ashorobaja is the title. Ashorobaja is the title. Ashorobaja is the title. I say, wow, Ashorobaja, wow. A lot of people remember Orinu. A lot of people remember a lot of things. And wow. And you know, it was difficult predominantly to convert the northern part, which were most dominated by Muslims. So this was this drama. Drama has no enemy. Film has no enemy. It's only drama you can put on in a place that you don't need publicity. Just put on your projector, set on your screen, make it high before you call anybody. People will stand there for 2 hours not asking for seats. Now, a lot of things among them. Now, the Pentecostal, and now I'm talking about the Orthodox and Pentecostal now, where the drama was thriving. In some places, they stop it because they said this is more secular. Because a lot of people they have allowed, after a few times, they all went into secular. They all went to secular. Now, it now becomes that unless you are born again, you cannot be part of the work. So at that time, many Nigerian theater artists became pastors in Pentecostal churches. Many of them received the revival. Many of those people that we have mentioned, even till today, one of the prominent ministry, one of the prominent Christ Love, one of the prominent of Calvary Theater, one of the prominent people. Many of them are pastors now. No, let me quickly sign this thing because some of us are so religious. Some of them that have started the drama just like, okay, there is a means of evangelism and they want to evangelize and they're evangelizing until the Lord give them their own area of calling. And let me shock you. I know God has come into drama, but I was a missionary pastor at a particular time. I was a missionary pastor because the church I was attending has to send missionaries out. And I'm part of the people that was sent to Alagba in Oyo State at Koran Road. There was a pastor there. Every Sunday we have to go there and we have to go to mission field almost every week, once or twice in a week. And sometimes we have to go and use a weekend every time. So a lot of things, but because the Lord gave me the opportunity to know that I am called into drama. I told somebody last night, I said, I am a drama minister, filmmaker by default. There is nothing you can do to it. If you press me, it will tell you drama film. In fact, if I become an ATM, it is the film that will be bringing out or drama. So if you put your ATM with your PIN code, the PIN code will even be drama. So let's go now, because I don't want to go too much this morning, and I want to appreciate those who are joining us, those who are watching us. I'm going to mention your name after on. So there is this powerful JP Clark Spec Rhetoric Theater in 80s and Chuck Michael Performing Art Workshop in the 80s to 2000s. They really contributed in making people to understand, okay, and at that time, I'm sorry, a lot of people demonize theater. It is always demon, and a lot of people talk about a lot of things. And don't let me forget the impact also of the Rema Chapel International. Rema Chapel International also embraced a lot of turning point in the drama and a lot of things. Let me stop at that this morning so that I can take contributions or things that people have said and things to welcome what people have said. So let me see those people are there. Those people are there. Please, you can mention your name and where you're watching from. You can mention your name where you're watching from. Let me know. Well, we have a quite load of works. And you see, load of works going on. A lot of works going on that we are going to be saying. I'm telling you, a lot of people want to quickly. I also thought that I should quickly round it up and go to some other technical things. Let's go to some practicals. Let's show some people. Let's flex some muscles. No. And let me tell you something. This is one area I have seen and also got a confirmation yesterday from my father in the Lord. This is one area that we have not conquered so much. We have not conquered when it comes to academic part of Christian drama. In fact, it's a vision that must come to pass. The Christian drama is going to be on all the. We need people who are on what? Excuse me. People who are ready. The curriculum. Hello. Yeah. Okay. There is this vision that it has to be in all the curriculum of schools. Christian drama must be, especially Christian private schools. The curriculum of Christian drama, the history of Christian drama, historical background of Christian drama should be in all the private universities who belong to Christians. I have dreamt in my life to be part of the Ora Robert University. Ora Robert University. I plan to be, and at that time, universities, Christian curriculum, and the principle of Christian dramatic art is not there. I'm so unfortunately people still teach from old pattern of the theater. Nothing technology, no technology at all, nothing developed. I'm not saying they should throw them away, no, but Christian principle, the way a guide to Christian drama should be in the curriculum. What entails how to, because some of them now want to specialize in Christian drama, there should be a degree. There should be a degree. There should be a degree of, like somebody, okay, I have a first degree in Christian drama. Professor Foluke Ogunleye did a wonderful work to make sure that Christian drama is being established, is being known. I was in OAU. One of the students told me, they said, okay, they did part of the Christian drama in one of their courses. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. It's a dream. When our father-in-law was sharing those things, I also saw one of the interviews. I was so glad that it's a dream that must come. It's not only me. So these ideas that I'm talking about, it's not only about me. It's not me. It's not coming from me alone. A lot of people have the dream. There was a time we believed that some of our Christian plays will be used in secondary schools. It will be used in secondary school as part of the thing. Let them read the history. Unfortunately, the government is trying to remove the history. Nobody can kill the history. Nobody. And that's, thank God for this avenue, thank God for this platform, that the whole world is knowing about what is going on in Christian drama. Christian drama is not a trash like some people think. So-called scholars who were one time a believer, who I can say they are backslided. Now if it's affecting you, sorry, come back to the Lord Jesus Christ. Sorry, if you're watching me and it's affecting you, sorry. You have to come back to the Lord Jesus Christ. Many of them came out from the churches. Many of them were drama ministers at the beginning. Even if the word drama minister was not used for you at that beginning, you're a dramatist. Okay, let me put on a pneumatic, a dramatist. But today, you are so much against the Christian drama. You don't want the history to be told. You don't want anybody to know what has happened. I have to be calling the northern part of Nigeria to hear their own story apart from what I've read. Because the Lord told me that many of these people are alive. Also get fresh information from them. Because anything can happen in between when they are writing anything or somebody is writing anything and they can make a mistake. History is sweet. Like this morning I talk about Kolawole David Okewo, who has also contributed into the contemporary. He was able to make between 80-something and 90-something. He was able to do something remarkable. There are so many ministries. I talk about step. I talk about things. Though I know challenges are there. Some of these people, like some of them are in drama, some of them are not in drama. I've mentioned that before. It's a curriculum that must be included in all our Christian universities. It's a dream that must come true. In some countries, in fact, I'm having a dream. I'm having a dream and I'm trusting God to make it a reality. I won't share everything, but I'll just share a little. That from the childhood of a child, you will tailor him towards the calling God has called him till he grows. Unfortunately, like the person I mentioned when I was doing an interview, he said, I'm talking about Elijah and Yofeoluwa. He said some of the children of God are not even ready to resist their children. Can you imagine, after a church service, a powerful church service, and the boy was saying shocky, and he said, oh boy, what happened? He said, it came to my heart. And that was a secular music anyway, for those who are not in Nigeria. Like somebody singing Michael Jackson after a powerful message. A Michael Jackson song after a powerful message. And this is a man who is called to reach out to children. Who is called to reach out to children, children in drama and music. to using those tools to save their souls. History will always reveal those things. Can you imagine what people like Pastor Reverend George Adegboye of Rema Chapel has allowed drama in the time past? Can you imagine what happened? I remember early stage of the ministry when I traveled to Abuja. I happened to be to know the first daughter. Anyway, the first daughter of the primate of Methodist. At that time, he was in Abuja. He's retired now, and a lot of opportunity, open doors were given. Audience are very important. People tell us, oh, this is what people know Christian drama now. So if somebody tell me that with all these things God has helped us to do for more than, if Capro is celebrating that year, can you imagine Christian Sense Theater in Zaria? 2 years ago, they celebrated 40 years. 40 years of existence. 40 years of God's establishment in that place. 40 years. So this year is 42. It was history that revealed those things. Why do we want to kill history of Christian drama? Why will somebody don't want to say something about it? Somebody say, I don't remember, I've forgotten. Why our leaders, why our elders, some of them are only scholars. And scholars will only write it to suit what they want to put out. And that's one thing. But a raw man will put it raw. A raw man will put it raw. He will just put it raw for people to know that this has happened. Even that little thing you are doing in the corner of your house can give a solution to somebody. Somebody can hear this and get better. Now, I'm going to be running up very soon. Now, I'm going to be running up. You can watch it again. Just share it, and you're going to. Yeah, I'm going to be running up very, very shortly. Let me quickly add one more thing this morning. Now, don't forget that even in 2006, that the Redeemed Christian Church of God established Dove Television that produces, it was some good and some mess up inside. That's the truth. Some good and some mess up inside. But they produced the Covenant Church. Covenant Church revealed the story as directed by Charles Novell and Novia. It revealed the story how Redeemed Christian Church God started. That is history. Even if nobody can know how the Redeemed Christian Church God started, how Reverend Akindayomi received the calling. Somebody who has never gone to school at all, who has never known ABC at all, and the Lord gave him the name, the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He doesn't even know how to pronounce it, but he copied it. And can I tell you something quickly? If the Lord has been using all the scholars to do what we have in Christian drama today, if the Lord has used them to do what we have today in Christian drama, people will say no wonder. But the Lord chose to use people who, I don't want to jump the gun. When I get to that place, I will go to be talking about it. People who are not scholar, who are not even, they are doing their own thing. They don't even know the name is called. I could remember when I started, they say, the way I used to write scripts, it was a scholar that told me that's a master script style. I said, I don't even know whether master sin or whatever, I don't know. A lot of people contributed. Apart from my side, I think we have a Bunmi Oyeyemi who contributed immensely. We have Julius Adeoye, who are theater scholars, directors and playwrights, who did so many things. Some of them are also technical directors, like Dr. John Wu. And these are people that wrote for RCCG at a particular time. You understand? These are people who contributed a lot of things. Listen to me very well. Nobody can kill the history. The historical background of Christian drama is sweet. Unfortunately, when we don't have those histories, the new generation, our generation, or this present generation, begin to look at some of the leaders as old school. I keep on saying something. Loyola College, where I attended, Loyola College is still Loyola College. There is no old school. And the old school, there is no old school, new school. We only have new students in the old school. We only have what? Old students, old students in old school that have graduated, and we now have new students in old school. So, but if you want to create your own new school, you discover the pattern. Like some people have built a new school, but you discover the pattern is not, you cannot change principle. I can change method, I can change the means. Thank God there was nothing like Facebook Live. There was nothing like Facebook Live. Okay, 9 minutes more, sorry. So there was nothing like Facebook Live at the very beginning. There was nothing like Facebook Live. So as the technology is coming, we embrace it and we have a turning point. One thing about this thing I want us also to know is that a lot of people have staged things, Emmanuel, people have staged a lot of things, Christmas in Egypt for, Holy Ghost. Do you know in RCCG, Holy Ghost Congress, people that started in 2007, is it 2007 or 2008? What year did I? Okay. I can't remember right now, but if I remember, I will tell us. It started at that time that, in fact, the General Overseer, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, allowed people, even he used to release spoken word. It's an art of performance. If you don't know, all the spoken word, he used to say, hey, we. That it's a performance. Huh. May the Lord open our understanding. Do you know there is a film called Snare that Pastor W.F. Kumuyi acted inside? Acted in it? He acted in the film. He featured in the film. Time will not permit us, but I will still do the little I can do. I want to talk about Wale Olaleye tomorrow by the grace of God. I want to talk about Trego tomorrow. I've talked about Trecom today. Trego, people who have started Tani Christiani. Wale Olaleye, who has, in fact, oh God. Adedeji, all these people are 90s. Some of these people are 90s. I told you as I talk about 70s, I'm going to talk about 80s, and I'm going to talk about 70s, not necessarily in chronicle order. I look at the Testament, Old Testament, New Testament, but Old Testament was never on its own standing. New Testament was to interpret the Old Testament. So all of you that say somebody is old school, these are people old school. We are old school. We are glad to be old school. But old school controls the new school, because if the structure of the old school is not good, there is nothing for new students to enjoy. In fact, there is no reference point even if you want to build a new school. Now, in RCCG, I told about Pastor Shegun Adegbiji, who has really also contributed as a national coordinator of the drama department. That we now have national drama department in all RCCG. Now, and the first film produced was in this part of the time. But let me stop at that this morning. Let me stop at that and let me appreciate some people who has really contributed. Let me stop at that, who has really contributed to great things God has allowed us to do. Like I told us deliberately, I've not mentioned some people's name, and because it's going to take a lot of time to talk about them. I'm going to be talking about them. And also, don't forget, I am not rushing this historical background again. I thought I wanted to rush it, but I have to obey God. This is the second week we have been talking about historical background, and we continue till next week. That's the social. It's going to be continued next week, because there are some things I've already spoken to you. Then I also, because it's it's a progressive thing. It's a progressive thing. As long as people are living, the old things, the history, and even the history, I was so sensitive because I discovered that names, time, season, and thank God historians, they will tell you in 1970s, 80s, when they are not sure of the particular date. But I thank God because many of these people are alive who have records, and they brought down their records and tell us on social date, and even some of us may forget. Even those people that things have happened to is their friends who has taken note of the date. Is their members of the ministry who have taken note of the date and time and season. So I promise us this school, you're going to be enjoying yourself by the grace of God. Like we have a storytelling. We're going to be starting a series of storytelling after this that will take us to a lot of other academic things, and after academics we're going to be showing some practicals. In between we'll be showing some practicals. Really, we're going to be showing some practicals, and I promise today I will be posting some stage pictures of the ones the Lord has helped me to be part of. I want to appreciate the shift. Shift is coming up again. in the church with the theatrical profession. I want to appreciate you. God bless you. I want to thank God for everyone who has come online. Damaris Akonji, Damaris, God bless you. I could see you. God bless you so much. I want to appreciate you so much. You're a blessing. Thank God for your music ministry. Thank God for your drama. Keep it up. Pastor Bayo Afolaranmi Ekushe. Yes, we bless God. That is an internet drama minister in the Baptist. That's an internet drama minister in Baptist. I must confess, is one challenge person I really appreciate. I appreciate that man of God. He's so passionate about internet evangelism. He's so passionate about internet evangelism. In fact, let me tell you something we know through internet. I was looking at what I was doing. I was looking at what he was doing. Everybody was just looking and watching themselves. And they were, wow, when we met together, we now discovered that we are not even far away from one another. The Lord bless you, sir. And I want to appreciate Ellen Dimsall. Ellen Dimsall, I don't know where you are, but thank God for everything. God bless you. Amen. We bless God for everything. We appreciate you so much, everybody. We appreciate you. Emmanuel. God bless you. God bless you so much. And also, I want to appreciate a father in the house, a father in the Lord, who is an encourager. And let me just put it like that so that he will always be free to join us and watch what we are doing and all that. So, and the Lord will help us. I want to appreciate every one of us. You're coming online, you're sharing this with other people, inviting other people has been an encouragement. And for now, by the grace of God, is every day, except the Lord, like I've given us the condition from the beginning, except the Lord didn't give the chance, or I'm on location, or I'm busy in His presence, or doing something, or maybe I'm going for a retreat, and that's the only time you may not see me. But if the Lord permit me everywhere, there is internet that is strong. We're going to this morning. The internet almost caused a problem at the beginning. It was jacking and all that, and you know, we thank God for this grace and all that. So also, I want to also tell us that on Saturday, let's hear from you, question and answer about Christian drama. Let's hear your voice. Let's know something. We're going to be treating some questions some people have asked. And in fact, we have to be collating it starting from today. We have to be collating all those questions, some of the questions people have asked more in our seminars and some of our conferences and online here so that other people can be blessed. So we're going to be talking about that on Saturday. And also that Saturday, we also have a class because I discovered I don't want to throw all the Saturdays away. And but we have to also have some things. Maybe our question will generate some things. So every Saturday, and by Sunday, we still continue the historical background of Christian drama. Remember, I promised us, and I'm saying it again, I'm going to be talking about three people. I'm going to be talking about three people on a deeper level. I'm going to be talking about Kunle Ogunde. I'm going to be talking about Mike Bamiloye. I'm going to be talking about Foluke Ogunleye. So I'm going to be talking about those three people on a deeper level and all that. And I also want to appreciate all our brethren, all our drama ministers whom I've called out of no time, out of busy schedules time and busy schedules, you're able to respond. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate David Kolawole Okewo, who responded so much, having the call and all that to make sure we get what we have this morning. I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate all the people who has been doing something. And please, I want you to do me a favor. I want to flaunt internet with the titles of your film. So all the films you have done, if you can put the year in the front, I will appreciate. So year, please. I want to flaunt it. I want to keep posting it. Please, all the films you have done in your ministry, bracket it. And to those, finally, before I go this morning, my time is up. Finally, those people who have been talking about Mount Zion Television, they want to submit their films to Mount Zion Television. Please, if you can make it DVD, fine. If you can make it a soft copy, put it on the hard disk and put it on a flash drive. It depends. So please, you can submit it. So just inbox me and I will guide you on how to submit it and also give you a number of the brother also in charge. So please, all your fine films, good films, messages, no matter even if it's VHS, don't worry, if it's VHS, just convert it to DVD and bring it. Once there is a message, and it's also Father in the Lord has assured us of classic movies, that we're going to be showing some classic movies. So the Lord bless you so much. I want to appreciate you. God bless you. Keep doing the work of God. Keep the fire fresh. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye.